Yo, today we in Winston, y'all. We had an alternative to an alternative school. That means these kids done messed up in high school, they done messed up in alternative school, and now they one step away from going to jail. A couple of these kids got ankle monitors on. If they miss one day in school, they going to jail. It's so tough out here in Winston, man, that Forsyth County is ranked 5th on the list of counties where the American dream is dead. Yo, I gotta go in here and bring it to them, man, so check us out. See this book right here? It's called Prison of Prosperity. That's one of the places I've been. One of the places I lived and survived through. You see that number on there? It says 122-82050. When you ain't got no name, you'll be reduced to a number. See, I couldn't get fed without a number. 122-82050 for 10 straight years. A year in solitary confinement, I was 122-82050. I ain't had nobody to talk to, nobody to call, nobody to come see me, nobody to send me money, because I thought I had all the answers, because I thought I was tough, because I was getting money. You hear what I said? Nah, I wasn't nickel and diamond. I was the leader of an $8.3 million drug ring. You hear what I said? I wasn't playing no games. I make one phone call and I get anything done. But before I turned into the best of the bad guys, I was sitting in a seat just like y'all, with an opportunity to educate myself, with an opportunity for coaches and teachers and people of the community to pour into me, because they still cared. When I got to this point, ain't nobody care. You hear what I said? It's people standing around this room right now that still care. You know why I came here today? Because I care. I came here today to be the person that I didn't have when I was growing up. I asked you like a man what your name was, and you couldn't give me a name. So what they gonna do? They gonna take your name from you and you gonna be a number. They took my name from me and I was a number. 122-82050. I can't forget it. They sent me so far in the mountain that my family couldn't even come see me. I was 8 hours away from my house. 8 miles from Canada. They flew a Canadian flag where I went to prison at. See, the world will change their opinion of you the day after you do. And all I know is I'm thankful for every struggle. This opportunity might not come around again. And a person as real as me might not pour into you again. A person that been where I've been, where you might be headed, might not come around again. Nah, I'm being real, because I was a good kid. I wasn't even a bad kid. And I always did things right, but I wasn't always doing the right things. But I got to a point in my life where I said, I got to get my mind right. See, right now, we doing whatever we feel like doing. We saying whatever we want to say or not say. And it's all because we need to get our mind right. Because as a man or woman thinketh, so shall he be. And as you think in your heart of hearts, that's what your mind, your will, and your emotions. And since you ain't got control over your mind, since you ain't got control of how you feel, you wake up one day and you feel a certain way, so you start to act like that every day. But that's how little babies act. They cry till they get their way. They cry till somebody feed them. Huh? They act up till somebody give them what they want. But when they slam your ass in the cell, you can cry all day long. They're going to come with that food when they feel like coming with that food. Huh? Oh, no, I'm going to talk some real stuff to y'all today. I ain't come here to play. Y'all can bring the next speaker in here to play, but that's what a lot of people do. I move. I act. Ain't a lot of talking me. See the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people? It's action. A lot of people just talking, but I move. Before I get to the meat and potatoes, man, I'm here to tell you that the bridge between where you are and where you want to be is simply action. Those of us who don't move towards our goals, we ain't gonna never cross that bridge. We need to figure out where we want to go. What kind of goals you got in life? What kind of dreams? What kind of aspirations? You got anything you want to do, Brandon?
I'm still thinking.
Huh?
Still thinking.
You still thinking about what you want to do or what you want to be?
Yeah.
Yo, at least I wanted to be a damn pro football player when I was younger. I mean, I wanted to do anything that was going. You ain't got nothing?
Nope.
How about you? You got something? So you just, what you want to do? Bojangles? You want to work at Bojangles? What you want to do? Tell me. It's got to be something. Number 3. You're going to be number 3 today. You got anything you want to be, you want to do? I'm here to tell y'all that, listen, check this out. Pay attention. Only 5% of society writes down their goals. You hear what I said? Only 5% of society writes down their goals. But that 5% is more successful than the other 95% combined. I think, look, if you had one thing that could come true tomorrow that would absolutely change your life, right? On a fundamental level where everything would just change, what would that be? If it could come true tomorrow, anything. I know you wished of something. If it could come true tomorrow, what would that be? I need you to think of something. For me, let's just say I need to be a multi-millionaire. If that happened tomorrow, I think that would change everything around me. What you think?
Yeah.
That sound like a good goal? It sound like a good one for you?
Yes.
Now, what are all the things that you can do to become a multimillionaire? See, I'm gonna help y'all write down some goals. We're gonna get some paper. Man, get them some paper real quick, man. Give them 3 pieces of paper. Did y'all hear what I said? I said 5% of society writes down their goal, and that 5% is more successful than the other 95% combined. That means if you don't have no goals, you're gonna wind up working for somebody like me. I'm here today to show you that you can do, be, and have anything you want, but without taking a detour. Yo, I'm on a 27-year detour. I was 17 years old when I decided to start selling drugs. When I decided to leave college, I was 17. And then I started selling drugs and sold it for 10 years. So from 17 to 27, I started selling drugs. And then the feds came. And I did 10 years in federal prison. So from 17 to 37, I ain't do nothing with my life. I've been putting my life back together for the last 7.5 years. So I'm on a 27-year detour. Can you imagine trying to turn around in the street with your bike or walking or with a car and it takes you 27 years to turn the hell around? You're going to get hit by something. Traffic ain't stopping. See, everybody that took that detour, they ain't make it back, number 3. Everybody that take that route, they ain't going to rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Everybody that took that route ain't coming back to pour back into you so you don't make the same mistakes and decisions that I made. So I'm here today to help you make the decision to take action. Because I know that action changes things. I'm here today to help you write down some goals so that you can move towards whatever it is you want in life. while you have the resources, while you have the people, while you have the network, that's going to help you reach them goals. Because sooner or later, when you burn them bridges, they ain't coming back. You're going to be on your own. You better hope somebody coming to see you. All I know is the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And the reason why we don't like to write down goals like that, write it down there. Tell me you want to be a multimillionaire. Just write it down, brother. Sometimes the reason why we don't write that stuff down is because we believe the road is going to be too long. But those that believe the road to be long won't be able to walk it. What'd you put there?
Multi-millionaire.
Okay, but I need you to write it with some possession. I will be. I need you to affirm it. I will be a multi-millionaire. I'm going to help you reverse engineer that goal. Trust me. If it takes you 50 years to get there, at least you got a destination. They used to lock me up in my town for aimlessly walking, for loitering. I didn't have a destination, and it was a charge. I was breaking the law because I didn't have a destination. When you write a goal down, you got a destination. The universe is going to conspire to assist you. But when nobody gives you that information, then you're just going to be wandering out here for the rest of your life. But I'm here today to root you in the reality and the possibility of where you can be. Without taking detours, without going backwards, without going to prison, without messing up your life. Yo, I see greatness in all of y'all. I'm here today to help you affirm that. Since he don't want to talk, I need y'all two to repeat after me. I am prosperity. I am success. I am greatness. I am the best. Write it down.
You gotta say it all again.
I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it slow. I am prosperity. I am greatness. I am success. I am the best. But you don't just wake up and be prosperous. You don't just wake up and become a multimillionaire. You don't just wake up and have success. You don't just wake up and be the best. LeBron James didn't just wake up and be the best. Huh? It starts with repetition. Repetition is the mother of learning. It's the father of action, which makes it the architect of accomplishment. If you're not willing to wake up and put the reps in every day, you ain't going to be taking no action. See, repetitions are steps. That's all they are, single steps. And those steps keep you moving forward towards your goal. But if you ain't got no goals, you ain't going to take no steps. You can't never get to the other side if the other side ain't in your mind, ain't in your heart. You ain't gonna have no success without discipline. But you gotta have the discipline to practice good behavior. When I was running the streets, not literally running, but when I ran everything in the streets, I had discipline. When I played football, I had discipline. When I played basketball, I had discipline. See, I ain't had the most talented. I ain't had the most strength. I wasn't the fastest cat, but I was still the captain of every team I ever played for. Because I was disciplined. Because I had hustle. I had heart. But when I got in the street, I wasn't practicing good behavior. I took that same discipline, that same heart, that same work ethic, and I put it to something negative. See, the principle worked. But it just matters what you're applying it to. When you have the discipline to practice good behavior and you make repetitions, you can take steps to becoming whatever it is you want to be. And that includes being prosperity, being success, being greatness, and being the best. So I don't know where at in your life you're going to have to shoot your shot. But today, you need to know that you got to shoot many shots. That you got to condition yourself to take chances, right? With practicing and being disciplined with good behavior so that you can keep moving towards your goals and your dreams. What you put on there?
A lot. Just say that.
Huh?
A lot.
What you put on the top of the paper?
My name.
What you put as the goal?
Oh, I just want my goal to be like the best, to be better at. My goals are just to be basically be better than what I see.
That's good, but you got to be specific. I'm telling you that, listen, the universe, the creator, they'll give you whatever you ask for. But you have to be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be attainable. It has to be relevant, realistic, and it's got to be time bound. You got to set a timeline to it too. That's called a SMART goal. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant or realistic, and time bound. Don't be general. Don't be broad. Ask for exactly what you want. I'm telling you, the universe is going to conspire to assist you. You can make a 3% shift, a 3% change. And some of that is what you just did today. Y'all just made a 3% shift that's going to get you a lot closer to where you want to be just because you took the initiative to take action and write down those goals. But you got to be willing to take the small steps to make the reps. And then you got to be determined to persist until you get the results. See, me personally, I wake up in the morning and I say I will persist in my efforts with unshakable faith in my own ability. I'm going to say that again. I wake up in the morning and I say I will persist in my efforts with unshakable faith in my own ability. You know what else I say? I say it ain't over till I win. I say it ain't over till I win. Write it down. Write it down at the top of the paper. It ain't never over till you win. If you use that as an affirmation in your life, no matter how much you lose, no matter how much you think you fail, no matter how much you think something is getting the best of you, if you can sit down for a second or stand up for a second and say, it ain't over till I win, then you're going to have the heart of a lion. Huh? You're going to have the spirit of a lion. You're going to have the mentality of a lion. Successful people do the same thing at the same time every day because they know it produces results. Write that acronym down. ACT. Action changes things. When you don't act, you don't attract. And you can act good or bad. You're going to attract it. See, your thoughts are going to lead to a feelings. Your feeling is going to lead to a vibration. Your vibration is going to lead to an action. That action is going to lead to what you attract. And sometimes you can just change your frequency by the way you feel about what you see. Sometimes it's just a perspective. Sometimes it's somebody like me coming in here to give you a different perspective, to help you write down some goals, to give you a shift, to change the frequency, to change what you're going to attract in the next few months or years. You can always go back to this paper and say, I remember when I wrote down I wanted to be a multimillionaire. That's called a seed. The repetitions every day is what you'll do to cultivate that seed. And depending on your belief system, what you believe about that seed and what it can become will depend on if you keep watering every day even when you don't see nothing.
What made you get into the drug life in the first place?
I think because I just lived around it. I think because I saw it every day. From the third trimester, when you're in your mother's womb on the third trimester, your subconscious mind is already being formulated from the stuff that your parents do but till the time you're about 14 years old, right? So everything you see from your teachers, your coaches, the community, the people around you, that stuff is formulating your subconscious mind. Remember, I just said your subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of your reality. So up until the age of 14 or 15, you don't even have any control over that. But now, the ages that you are, I'm teaching you that you have more control over deprogramming and reprogramming your subconscious mind. Nobody told me that. So by the time that I was 17, when I was presented those options, my subconscious mind took over and said, this is what you see. You see that these are the people who make money. These are the people who have all the girls. These are the people who have the cars. And if I had a guy like me, a guy like him, a lady like her, if I had people like that could keep me on the straight and narrow and say, yo, no, you're too good of a kid. You have prosperity in you. You have success in you. You have greatness in you. Nobody ever told me that I was great. I didn't learn to say affirmations like that until I was 40 years old. 40. You guys are a step ahead of me now because it took me 40 years to learn something. I came and gave it to y'all in 40 minutes. That's dope shit, ain't it? That's like me just dropping a whole bag on you like, boom. Here it go, right there. That's better than a stack. Here, it's jewels. It's gems that you can spend the rest of your life. It's gems that you can give to somebody else and be significant. I might cuss a little bit, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, but I'm a doer of the word. So people understand, they like, yo, you gotta, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteous laws, then all these things can be added on you. But when I was in the street, I was just trying to add all these things unto me. You understand what I'm saying? And I was trying to skip the righteous laws. The righteous laws are the things that you're supposed to be doing, right? The repetitions, the learning, the studying, the practicing, the mastering. We want to skip all that and we just want the bag. We just want the cars, right? He like, yeah, I want the bag, word. But it don't work like that. You don't get the wins, you don't get the victories, you don't get the MVP, you don't get the trophy, you don't get the girl, you don't get nothing without the work. Brandon, feel me.
For me, it's about, I know these kids, they say, I'll call them out. You sat here and you act as if you didn't care. And you sitting here with electronic monitoring on right now. And I hope that you got something from this message. Because I hope it spoke to you. Because you're in a real life situation. And the other two, you're not even supposed to be here. Right? You're not supposed to be here. So I hope y'all got something out of this message. We didn't put this together in vain. This is for you. This is for you.